Hello, and thank you for joining me on another episode of the Tech Exec podcast, where I help you lead a team worth leading. As always, I'm your host, Aviv Ben-Yosef. Our subject today is priority dissonance. Before we get to that, this is your last call. This week, I'm starting the live stream package live streams. The first one is happening a day after this comes out. You can still join if you missed it, but you'd get so much more out of it if you attend more of the live streams live. Getting me? So, check out the link in the show notes. I'm waiting to see you there. It's going to be packed of useful advice and help you leap forward as the leader your team deserves to have. Now, let's talk about priority dissonance. This is something that I'm talking about right now because it seems like this is the priority dissonance season. I've been talking to many co-founders lately about how H1 has gone in 2024 and about their plans for the next half of the year. Surprisingly, many of the co-founders, CEOs I've been talking to have, without me prompting them, said something along the lines of, it is clear that our biggest issue is, or without a doubt, what we have to nail is blah, and then when I continued to ask them, and what are you going to do about that? They had this blank stare, or they would just simply say, right now, we have nothing on the roadmap addressing this. They just said that. And as far as they were concerned, we could continue to the next part of the conversation. They didn't have this glaring feeling about, what did I just say? I just said that the most important thing we have to do is this, but I'm not going to be doing anything about it. And yes, if right now you're feeling odd about this, I want you to take a second and consider, are you in the same dissonance? Because it seems to be all over the place. We know what issue is the biggest, the most important, the most strategic issue for us to conquer, for us to fix. However, we do nothing about that. We do not address it, and we do not create the right environment for actually having progress there, for actually fixing the issue. And to do that, you need to take control and take the initiative right now. You can decide how the next 6 months of your company, of your role will look like, and make sure that you're addressing the most important things that you have in it. You don't have to just continue on auto drive, assuming that whatever you're going to come up with, whatever you have in your roadmap is the right thing to do, or that you cannot change it. Instead, right now, I want you to decide what are the most critical things, what will mean success for you by the end of the year, or if you want to look at it the other way around, what would clearly be a sign of failure or danger if you do not achieve it by the end of the year, and then review your roadmap for H2 and decide what are you going to be actively doing so that with intent you're going to achieve it, and hopefully a lot sooner than the end of the year. Take control of your roadmap, decide what you're going to do, and start breaking that dissonance. All right, I'm counting on you. That's it for this week. Thank you for joining me. As always, do check out the show notes for links to my newsletter, articles, and the live stream package I just talked about at the beginning of this episode. Thank you. I'll see you here next week.